Why, hello there again, and welcome back, RAC students. Today is going to be the beginning power words lesson number 11, and I am Miss Phelps. First of all, I would like to say how impressed I am with that you guys have made it through so many lessons. I counted up all of the words that you guys have learned yesterday, and oh my good, 22 words. That's so exciting. Do you know why that's so exciting? Hmm? Yes, how many words do you need to know in order to be a 1G reader? That's right, 25. You are only 3 away. That is so super duper exciting. Now, without further ado, let's get started so you guys can start reading 1G books. Okay, so by lesson 13, so in this lesson, the next lesson, then one more, we're going to read the book Caterpillars Love to Eat. And here is a list of all the words that we're going to need to know in order to be able to read this book. But the good news is that you have already learned most of these words. So now you may notice that there are 6 new power words on here. Can you find them? Comment below if you can already figure out what the 6 new power words are going to be. All right, I just blocked out 3 of them because we're only going to focus on learning 3 new words today and not all 6. But first, let's review some of, well, actually, there are 3 words over here that are new. Can you find them? There they are. Now, before we go over all of these words, you see we have 1, 2, 3 new ones, but before we learn them, let's go over all of these words is what I really meant to say. Okay, here we go. Ready? Go. Is, we'll skip this one for now, skip this one for now. Come, on, love, skip this one for now. Has, this, to, the, will, in, go, a. If you need help with any of these words, that is totally okay if you don't know all of them yet, but you are going to want to practice them. So go back to our other videos to either practice them with me or pause this video and play your favorite power word game first before we move on. Now to learn these 3 new ones. Repeat after me. It, all, of. Good job. We're only learning those 3. Now let's skywrite it, okay? I trace it, and then you're going to trace it in the air at your home. Ready? Go. I, T, it. Good job. Let's try another one. A, L, L, all. Next one is going to be the word of. Ready? Go. O, F, of. All righty. So now I'm going to show you 2 power word games because we're almost out of time together and I want to make sure that I can share with you all of the amazing things that you can do. The first one is very simple. All you need are a bunch of flashcards and you're going to play Go Fish. You're going to make 2 copies of each word that you have learned so far, and then grab a friend, grab a couple friends, and play Go Fish with all the same rules that you would normally play with. The second is you are going to go on a power word treasure hunt, and I will show you how to do that right now.
Okay, now for our next activity, you're going to need 3 things. You're going to need a flat container. This here is just a disposable tin for cooking in from Wegmans. You are going to need your power words, and you're going to need a little bit of cornmeal or something else that you can pour in here that has kind of a little bit of a grit to it to make sand. You can also use salt, works perfectly well for this as well. You are going to take your cornmeal. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. And to start, I'm going to show you 2 activities that you can do with it. 2 more activities you can do with this. You're going to cover the bottom of the pan just barely with your cornmeal. That should be good enough for our purposes. Shake it out. Try to get it as flat as you can. Then you are going to look at your power word cards and you're just going to try to write the power word in here while saying it. Ready? So you're going to go all. And then I wrote the word all in my cornmeal or salt. Salt works very well for this too. All. The next thing that you can do is you can play this with buried treasure. If you have little ones at home, this is a great thing to use with if they have Legos or little shapes. You can use that. For us, you're going to put in the words that you are trying to learn. It, of, and all, and I think that's all that's going to fit in here for all that's going to fit in here for now. And then you're going to cover it with even more cornmeal. You're going to need a lot. Now you can also take brown paint, make sure it's thick paint like an acrylic paint, and put just a little bit of that in here. Crayola has their tempera paint that you can get at Walmart, sometimes at Wegmans. And you can put a little bit of that in here just to dye it a little bit more brown. Let's see if we can bury these here. Okay, and then you will have your child come on over and they're going to be looking for buried pirate treasure. And so they're going to put their hands in here and then they have to see if they can uncover the words of. This is a great activity if you have a kid who is very tactile and touching things all the time. It's also just a nice way to kind of break up the monotony of playing stuff with a bunch of flashcards. And although those games are great, sometimes we just need to change it up, right? So have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video.